2.5 years ago, we stood here to look at this farm that we were going to buy. And I remember standing around here and saying, I think out of anything that we've seen, this is the one with the most potential, but that it required an awful lot of work. And it has. It did have the greatest potential, and it has required a lot of work. And I haven't put any videos out very recently, well, since spring, and I'll explain why. But there have been quite a few people who've come and asked and sort of said, are you okay? What's happening? We miss your videos, which I was really surprised. I was quite touched by, but also surprised by, because there's a few people that regularly comment and speak and say, and you feel like I've never met you, I only know you as a name, but you feel like you know someone a little bit, if ever you can. And it was really nice. It was nice to know that what I was putting out there mattered to some people, and for that I'm grateful. But life just got a little bit difficult. So I'm going to give you a very quick update on the work that we have done since the spring, and a little bit of the story of what's happened. I'm trying to think when, somewhere maybe in June, managed to get a whole load of stone from the local quarry. We'd ordered it before to do the patio, and it had come as like proper paving blocks. Well, you could certainly use them as paving blocks. And this time we ordered some, and the guy said, oh, I'll bring you 2 cubic meters. And I'm thinking, great, that'll give us a lot to do. And when it came, I'm thinking, oh my God, how do I use this? And I mean, I think he was ripping us off, really. I think, I wonder if it was, English woman. But basically it was like, right, okay, I'll use what I've got. So out came the SDS drill, and I learned how to break the stone pieces into bits. And I've ended up I've done it. So we had the patio and the path. Patio and the path done last year, so I just basically worked from the bottom of the patio all the way back up the whole of the yard. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing, Webster? What are you doing? You enjoying playing, Bose? You like playing? Oh, up we go now. And there was enough stone we got someone to do the garage in the end to make a flower bed. I'll show you that. And also I've built a wall down here and the way down to the cellar. So actually I just used what was there, and we ended up with making quite a lot. So I'm pretty proud of myself, but gosh, was it hard work. It was relentless over the summer. It was continuously breaking up the stone, placing it, using it creatively with the slopes and wherever, and then mixing cement to fill it. And anyway, it's worked out and it's really good. So and I think partly I didn't want to, that was the project over the summer. It just went on and on and on. It was a bit boring, really. And then in between the situation with Chris, which I'll come to, Chris has actually managed to get the kitchen and the day room roof redone. So we ordered tiles for the roof, and the back of the garage And one of our jobs was, how do we control the water? We had loads of problems with water from the water channel that runs down the back of the house that was pouring in through the back of the garage, and how do we manage that? The Freguesia have not come to repair it. I was promised spring, no one appeared. Then I asked in July, and I was promised, oh, there's work going on in somewhere else. When they've done that, they'll come. It's September, and I knew that come the end of August, that there's going to be rain. We had a lot of rain over the weekend that's just gone, and I thought, it means that everything we've achieved in the garage is going to get ruined, because we'll just have tons of water pouring in. So I've repaired it. I need to do something. So basically what I've done is, we've used some of the old roof tiles and created a barrage, and just backfilled it with cement, and also cemented the floor of the water channel. Is there any water coming in at the moment? No. Only a teeny little bit that I'm not quite sure where it's coming from. It's certainly not coming from our part of the water channel. But you just think, I can't, we're now coming into October, and the rain will start. If it did the same pattern as last year, the rain will start, and then it'll be, oh, we can't come and do it now until the spring. Alright, so there's a saying in the UK, if you want a job doing, well, do it yourself. It's good, isn't it? This is a recent addition to our places to sit on the farm. So one of the villagers came and gave us a couple of pallets, and they were in quite good condition. So Chris has made this very, very nice seat, and it's just perfect for out here. And these cushions were bought in a local shop for €30. So you just need to get another one. You can get a blue one, and then we've got an outdoor sofa with the most amazing view. So just a really brief update of the situation that happened with Chris, and why for a large chunk of the summer, sort of late April in the summer, life just got a little bit difficult. So Chris was asked to go back to the UK to do some work, to help. He mentors some guys that are running a company that he set up, and he's like he is their mentor. He gives his time for free, because that's his investment into the company. But unfortunately this time he went back, it was only supposed to be a week, he was taken ill. So he got flu or COVID, but it puts him in bed for 2 weeks. And that led to the next sort of series of events that he developed a serious cough, and in developing that cough managed to dislodge a vertebrae in his neck, and therefore subsequently lost the feeling in his arm very rapidly, because it had damaged a nerve. So he needed surgery very quickly. Couldn't move his arm, couldn't use his arm properly, couldn't hold a pencil, so was stuck in the UK until that was repaired. And that involved going private with a surgeon that's helped him before, so he trusted him. The operation was a success, and that went well, but the surgery shut off his bladder, which apparently is quite common for men of a certain age, and if you have spine surgery. And then that has now created the ongoing problems. So he's had to use a catheter, and unfortunately on one of the occasions when we went to the local health centre, the catheter was changed a new catheter was inserted with a degree of force that caused a lot of blood, and Chris became seriously ill very quickly, got a bad infection. within less than 24 hours we had to go to casualty, and he has been on he's been diagnosed with a severe prostate infection and has been on some very high strength antibiotics that have some very unpleasant side effects, and we don't know what the long-term side effects of that medication will be. So he's in touch with some specialists to seek advice, and that they'll check that the infection is gone. At the moment, his bladder is now functioning, so that's been working for about a month, and we think there's been no reoccurrence of the infection. There's no evidence of it, but we have been warned it can lurk, it can hide. It's classed as a superbug, and it's whether there are enough antibiotics that would actually kill it. They might, they might disturb it a little bit, but not necessarily get rid of it. So he's very sensitive to that, because having gone from somebody who's very active, he has to be more careful. One of the side effects of the antibiotics is that it can cause problems to his ligaments, so he could quite easily tear a ligament without realising it. So that's so he's being cautious, although he has been out for some bike rides because that helps his back. And so that's been the world that we've lived in since the middle of April, really, and at times felt very vulnerable. Sorry to waffle on, it's the realities of life at times. So this is where we're at. We're in Portugal at the minute and enjoying, slightly worried of a second summer, and it really is summer. We're at 30 degrees in early October. It's like, oh my goodness. So thank you to those people who've been concerned and asked if I'm okay, because I haven't put any videos out, and wanted to know how I'm doing. I met a lady today, actually, when I went down to the supermarket, who recognised me. It's happened before, but she was very nice, and I really appreciated her encouragement. Sorry, there's lots of flies around. Her encouragement and her comments, and motivated me to try and get this little update finished. The other reason, so that we've had the situation with Chris's health over the last few months, and also I've started a job, so I'm teaching online. So it just was managing everything, and it made it very difficult. So I can't promise that there will be as many videos as there was before, but every now and again you might get an update for those people who have been kind enough to find out if I'm okay, and eager to know that and have commented how much they've enjoyed the content that I put out and the stories that I do tell, which has been very heartwarming, and I appreciate every single one of you who've encouraged me with that. Thank you. So I will do my best to let you know the stories of this mountain. They might be a little bit shorter, but I'll try and keep you up to date as much as I am able. So from a very warm Portugal, I will say goodbye for now, and hope to see you again very soon.